A naive man comes out into the world after spending 35 years in a nuclear fallout shelter. This is not a joke and is partially based on a true story. This is a romantic comedy drama fantasy film called Blast from the Past, released in 1999. Spoiler alert. While I might give you my opinion on the film, this is not a substitute for watching it for yourself. Links to the film are in the description. Eccentric American scientist Dr. Calvin Weber believes nuclear war with the Soviet Union is imminent and builds a secret fallout shelter beneath his backyard in 1962. Alarmed by the Cuban Missile Crisis, Calvin takes his pregnant wife, Helen, into the shelter. An unexpected mechanical failure aboard an F-86 Sabre causes the aircraft to lose control. The pilot ejects from the plane, which proceeds to crash into the house. Calvin assumes the worst and activates the shelter's time locks for 35 years. With the house completely destroyed by the crash, the Webers' neighbors and authorities assume they were killed and their property is left abandoned. Helen gives birth to Adam, who is immersed in culture up to 1962, including TV reruns of I Love Lucy and The Honeymooners and listening to pop standards by Perry Como and Dean Martin. A diner, which opens in 1965, is built above the shelter, where Melker works for Mom as a soda jerk. The diner becomes a pizzeria, then a punk club named Purgatory as the suburban neighborhood deteriorates throughout the decades into an inner-city ghetto. Mom eventually gives the club to Melker. The establishment closes, and by 1995, he is an alcoholic living in its condemned remains. When the shelter unlocks in 1997, Calvin mistakes the now blighted neighborhood where his home once was for a post-apocalyptic wasteland of irradiated mutants and decides the family must stay underground. With supplies running out and Calvin falling ill, Adam leaves the shelter for the first time. He meets Melker, who encountered Calvin the previous night, bursting through the floor in his radiation suit. Melker now worships Calvin and the elevator. Marveling at the outside world, Adam purchases supplies, but cannot remember his way back to the pub. Trying to sell his father's classic baseball cards at a hobby shop, Adam meets Eve Rustikov. She stops the store owner from cheating Adam and is fired. Eve drives Adam to a Holiday Inn in exchange for a rare card, but returns the next morning out of guilt. Adam asks her to help purchase supplies. Unaware of the value of money, Adam agrees to her request for $1,000 a week. He also asks Eve to help him find a wife from Pasadena, California, per his mother's advice, who is also not a mutant. Adam meets Eve's gay housemate and best friend Troy, who provides him with advice and a fashion makeover. Eve and Troy take Adam to a 1940s swing-style nightclub to find him a wife. Adam attracts the attention of several women, including Eve's nemesis, Sophie. Jealous, Eve reconnects with her ex-boyfriend Cliff, who goads Adam into an altercation, relenting when Adam demonstrates his boxing skills, having trained every day with his father. Eve leaves. Troy returns home and explains Adam went home with Sophie. Adam returns, explaining that he politely rejected Sophie's advances, as he could only think about Eve. He and Eve kiss, but when Adam admits the truth about his past and his desire to take her to be his wife, underground, she asks him to leave. Finding the pub, where Melker preaches to a full congregation, Adam returns to Eve's house, where she is waiting with Dr. Nina Aaron and her assistant to have him committed. Initially cooperating, Adam escapes, asking Eve and Troy to collect his things and pay his hotel bill. In his hotel room, Troy and Eve find toiletries and clothing from the 1960s and absurdly valuable stock certificates in companies like IBM, which Calvin had written off as worthless, and deduce that Adam is not crazy and was telling the truth the whole time. As Melker and his cult load supplies into the shelter, Calvin prepares to seal his family inside again. Eve spots Adam outside the pub. They embrace, and Adam takes her to meet his parents. Impressed with Eve, Calvin and Helen agree to set the shelter's locks for 2 months while Adam and Eve make arrangements. During this time, Adam and Eve sell the stocks to build his parents a new home in the country, identical to their house that was destroyed, and purchase and restore a red 1960 Cadillac convertible. They help Melker rebuild the pub into a 50s-themed nightclub after convincing him that Adam is not God. Adam reveals there was never an atomic war, the bomb was not a bomb and instead was a plane that had crashed into their house, and the Soviet Union collapsed. Unconvinced, Calvin plans to build a new fallout shelter as Eve watches while playing with her engagement ring. I love this movie, great comedy, and a reminder that you shouldn't take some things so seriously in your life. Some trivia about the movie. Did you know? In 2015, a Mickey Mantle rookie card sold for over $525,000 in an auction to an anonymous collector. In keeping with the theme that the late 90s are a new world for the Webbers, the main characters are named Adam and Eve. Other characters also have mythical names, such as Helen and Troy. The name Weber is German for weaver, which may suggest the unusual way in which these characters' lives are woven together. When Adam, Eve, and Troy go to the club, Adam stops Troy and reminds him ladies first. Later, when Troy and Eve are looking for Adam, he opens doors for her and lets her enter first. If you liked this video, here are some other movie recaps to check out. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more like this one. Please comment on what should we watch next, and I will see you in the next video.